Welcome, everybody, to Melody of the Maelstrom, where a bunch of real life bards play Dungeons and Dragons. Unfortunately, we are down two players today. Unfortunately, Father Imbaro and Domino could not be with us. However, we'll be carrying on without them, and we have a few sponsors that we need to shout out. The first sponsor is D&D Beyond. Thank you very much to D&D Beyond for providing all these resources, keeping everything conveniently in one place. Do you hate math? Look no further. D&D Beyond has all of the digital resources you could possibly need, including books, dice, and the ability to homebrew to your heart's content. Our second sponsor is FX May Vary, an awesome local band from Newmarket, Ontario. We specialize in making sure you always have your daily prescription for hard rock. Feel free to listen to our music on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you're most comfortable listening to your favorite tunes. And feel free to follow us on Facebook or other social media for show dates and announcements. As always, individual effects may vary. Finally, there's our Patreon, where we have a tier for every level of generosity. One includes being shouted out at the end of the game, as well as all the others, or voice acting lessons with one of the talented players in one of our other games. Of course, we also have merch. Do you want a sweater, a shirt, or maybe even a mouse pad with that awesome Dire Bear logo? We also still have Pride merch. It may not be June anymore, but at Dire Bear, Pride Month lasts all year. We also have t-shirts, sweaters, and sweatpants, stickers, and tank tops. And go ahead and check out our merch page where you can find whatever your heart desires. Special shout out to Mama Bear at the top of our Patreon subscription tier. That's it for announcements, so go ahead and roll those credits.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So, the last we left off, our party was in the basement of the Thieves Guild, which had been very recently abandoned, before investigating one of the rooms that was from one of the leaders of the Thieves Guild, in which they found a very mysterious tunnel which led to they didn't know where. So, after some careful investigation of the tunnel, they found themselves precisely back where they started, in the barracks. As they emerged from the floor in one of the prison cells of the barracks, they found a surprising new friend in Mr. Hector Windlance, the ancient gnome artificer, who provided them with more questions than answers, but also is about to provide them with a very useful item that will hopefully help with the oncoming storm that seems to be more and more of a problem. So that is precisely where we left off, was with Fidget having a conversation with Mr. Hector Windlance. So he finishes up, like you can see that he's that you guys have essentially ended the conversation, and you're just watching him work. And again, it's almost fantastical just watching a master artificer just do their thing. He makes it he's doing so many complex, intricate things, and yet he does them akin to, putting a block on a pile of blocks. He just makes it look so simple when, for a fact it is very much not. And so he manages to finish the halberd and just kind of turns it and shows it to you. And he says, I also took the liberty of installing a small battery in here. So whilst the lightning is being channeled through here, you can also charge it and then expel it upon someone, if you so prefer. That's I thought that would be useful. and he hands over. You almost drop it because it's so heavy. This thing is about 4 times as big as you are. And then you realize also that Mr. Windlance is a lot stronger than he looks. Because he hands it to you as if it's a feather, and then you go, oh shit, God, oh, damn it.
Seeing Fidget struggle with it from across the room, I would, in 2 or 3 large strides, go over and grab it and take it out of his hands before he hurts himself.
But not before I go across the ground with the bottom of it for a solid 10 seconds.
Just like dragging it across the floor. Like, just scraping along the stones, making a not so great noise.
Yeah, I guess this is yours.
Thank you, Fidget.
No, thank Hector. Or, I don't know, Lord Windlance? What do I call you?
Just Hector is fine.
Many thanks to you, Hector. This may keep us much more safe than we would have been in this storm otherwise.
Well, hopefully. Again, it is untested, so I cannot guarantee that it's going to do precisely what I think it is, but there's a small chance you might get an uncomfortable electric shock or something, but it shouldn't be to the point where it is detrimental to your health. It just might be a little bit uncomfortable, you know.
It has been much time since this fur stood on end. I thank you for your work.
I take 10 solid steps away from that thing. And fold up my notes, like real small, and then kind of shoulders. And I got my little homunculus back.
Clever.
Just kind of like sidles up like really close to you, as if it knows that you're about to go out into the rain.
Yeah, I open inside of my little jacket and let him climb in.
And like, it's just gone. He like crawls into your pocket and just kind of folds himself up into a little square. He's heckin' cute, guys. Like, his little homunculus is fucking adorable. I'm gonna say shit like that before somebody comes in and drops the inevitable swear timer. Shit.
That's right.
It's fucking cute. It's cute as fuck, bro. Okay, I'm done.
So I'm gonna turn to Rendell and Talon and say to both of them, as much as I hope this new and improved halberd may keep us somewhat safe, if either of you can wield any sort of control or at least suggestion over this storm, your efforts would be of great value.
Oh, unfortunately, that's a bit beyond me right now. So
I understand.
I don't see how I would be of assistance with the lightning.
Truth be told, I am unfamiliar with your bardic ways, and I had to ask.
I think the only safe thing to do is keep to cover and use that staff as little as possible.
Indeed. Are we all gathered and prepared?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Out of character for a moment. Did we take a short rest while that halberd was being made?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, somebody suggested seduce the lightning. That's what a bard could do.
I will roll to seduce the storm.
Oh, lightning, come hither.
Amazing.
I love the way you flash.
Flash me, darling.
What would happen if you rolled a nat 20?
I seduce the storm.
You seduce the storm. Now the storm thinks you're sexy.
Does he have to bang
And
the
it
storm
wants to
after
touch
that?
you
Or?
even more.
Yeah.
the storm is going to find you quite electrifying.
It's more likely to poke you.
Oh!
Going to storm my halls.
Make things stand on end, if you know what I mean.
Yikes.
I shouldn't have asked.
But we're all glad that you do.
All right. Seeing everybody else,
Lightning rod!
joking.
I was
God
waiting
damn it!
for it.
God damn it, chat! So, seeing
Okay.
everybody else laughing and joking, I'll open the door and walk 10 feet out into the rain, and to dampen only my spirits for now, and see how well this thing works.
Okay,
And
so you open the
barbecue.
door and you step outside, just immediately feeling the heavy, like almost heavy, like painful impacts of the rain just slamming down on top of you. These are very large raindrops coming from, and you look above and you can see that there's these thick, roiling black clouds that just entirely cover the sky in all directions that you can look. And you are deafened for a second by this crack of thunder. Like, it is so loud. You swear for a second that your eardrums have ruptured. Just simultaneously as there's a flash of bright white light, before you feel this searing in your hand, not to the point where it's painful, but definitely to the point where it's uncomfortable. Before you realize that you have been struck by lightning.
You hear everybody in the barracks hears me go.
Oh, barbecue started.
But
Just
I gather myself. I look over, see no wounds, right? No damage.
Nope. So it's painful, but not to the point where you're going to take damage. It also, you realize that like the halberd is smoking slightly, and in that split second, it struck the halberd instead of you, and then channeled down through the halberd and just like leapt from the end into the ground. So the lightning didn't go through you at all. So you immediately gather that the pain that you felt was heat and nothing else. And you kind of turn the halberd in your hand, and you can see that it now there are 3 little glowing ports on the side of it, and one of them is now illuminated with this electrical, like, blue light. It appears to have a charge now.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
I go back inside. Breathing a little bit heavily and shaking all the water off and saying, "Well, Fidget, your friend is indeed the master that you say he is." And I'll turn to Master Windlance and say, "That worked spectacularly. Thank you."
That's good to know. I wasn't actually certain that it would, but hey, you always try new things, right?
We should be able to venture on now. Do stay close to me, as I don't know the effective range of this type of contraption.
Ah, speaking of which, one more thing. If you allow it to gain too many charges and you don't expel them, it might explode.
Ah, how would I go about doing that?
Oh, there's a button on the haft. And when you swing and you connect with something, simply press the button and it will expel the electrified energy into whichever unfortunate target it is that you have chosen.
I immediately try this out on the nearest piece of furniture.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Because it's furniture, you're gonna miss.
It's a 12.
The AC of a chair isn't particularly
I didn't
high.
think it would be.
That would be hilarious had you missed a chair.
Does it have
I
uncanny
know.
dodge or?
Yeah, it has absolutely. It has uncanny dodge. Just like a shifty piece of furniture, a chair. Got to move it all
come
over
on.
the place.
It is a
Come on,
two-step chair.
I deserve some charity here.
Charity.
So that's a 9 slashing damage. What would I add?
So you're also going to add a D10 of lightning damage.
Holy crap! All right.
It's a partial charge of a lightning bolt. That makes
Yeah.
perfect sense to me.
I'll take it. So that's 6 lightning damage.
Okay. So you go and just absolutely cut this chair in half, and as you do so, when you're about halfway through the chair, you press the button, and there's these sparks of blue electrical arcane energy that just as you go through the chair, it then sets the chair on fire. And so essentially just these pieces of shattered broken wood and stuffing and fabric just like light a flame and then just scatter throughout the entirety of the room. Hector kind of as well, like a piece of it bounces off of his nose. Well then. It seems to have worked a little better than I thought it would. Well done, well struck, sir.
The next door that you meet is buggered.
Bovidius doesn't even feel bad about that, Barb. Are we all ready to depart?
Aye.
Ready as I'll ever be.
I'll gesture
Should've
to
brought a
follow.
hat.
We're going to the Mage Tower, right?
No, we're going to the other barracks, the other side of the other building.
Oh, okay, the main building to go to
To
Rembrandt's
go
office?
and check out Major Rembrandt's.
Okay. So that's where I'll lead. Go ahead.
Is there any way that we could kind of like strategize a route? Can we see anything, or is the storm too dense for us to notice?
Notice what?
Like the buildings that are on our way. Is there anything, or is it just wide open?
So it's a pretty so the base is laid out, it's 3 separate buildings. So one of them is the barracks, and where the offices are. One of them is the mess hall and like the training area, and then the other one is like the prison area, and that's the building that you're in. So they're set out in like so you're
Like a U
here,
formation?
and then precisely in a U. So you can go through the buildings, or you can just go directly across. Because there's this very large training courtyard in the middle. So it's up to you guys.
Okay.
I didn't know we could go through the buildings.
You could certainly try. Like, you have to go outside a little bit, but
Yeah, we have to go outside to even test the door and see if it's unlocked.
How many feet away is the barracks door?
So the barracks door is about 80 feet from you right now.
Straight shot?
Straight shot.
All right.
Because the buildings are facing each other, so you just got to go from the front door of one to the front door of the other, and then.
All right.
I see you keying up to make a run for it, and I just kind of like give your knee a knock. I go,
All
hey,
right.
Can I get up there? If the door's locked, you're gonna need someone to pick it.
And I kneel down and accept my charge.
Hop.
Onward!
Now,
They
does
both
Fidget
silver.
make our combined height taller than the halberd with the 10-foot reach?
No.
Okay, good.
I can hang on your back too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm imagining he's like
Full
totally
Yoda style.
toddler mode, just like sitting on your shoulders, hanging onto your horns.
For sure.
That's how I imagine it.
I don't know. I want him full Yoda style, just for safety's sake. This is
Okay.
a rough storm.
All right.
He
deal.
wants Yoda style, man. I can't.
What about Thunderdome?
That's what we're about to run through. All right. So straight shot across to the door. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dart out 10 feet, plant the halberd so that
Okay.
it's grounded,
Okay.
and then everybody gonna come up and meet me, and then I'm gonna go. And we're gonna go 10 feet intervals, just like that.
Okay. So in the span of you guys going 10 feet planting, going 10 feet planting, going 10 feet planting, you guys, whoa, don't spit them at me. All right. So, first of all, you get soaked. Like, this is a continuous torrential downpour. So within a matter of the first 5 or 10 seconds, all of you are absolutely soaked through to the bone, and this rain is cold. Like that cold autumn rain that just immediately chills you to your core when you get absolutely soaked with it. It is uncomfortable. It makes all of your your clothes cling to you. It makes your armor feel so much heavier than it actually is. There's just this consistent, ominous rumble of thunder. And on 3 separate occasions, you guys are all blinded for a moment and deafened, and there's just these moments of absolute panic because you have been just rendered blind and deaf for a moment before you realize on 3 separate occasions that Bovidius has been struck by lightning. and, and so you can feel the heat of it and the pain of it in your hand, but it's not to the point where you need to let go. And as you finally get up to the door of the barracks, those 3 ports are now alight.
I will, not even checking if it's unlocked, just knowing how much of a gamble it is to have these, I'm gonna dump all 3 charges into that door.
Okay.
Shit.
So, roll me an attack and then add 3d10 lightning damage if you hit.
All right.
Which is equivalent to an actual bolt of lightning, which I thought was really clever.
I agree. So that's 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right.
This poor door.
Slashing
I will
damage.
kill it.
And 1, 2, 3, d10. 13 lightning damage.
Okay. So you immediately just run up to this door, not even willing to question the idea of it standing in your way. As you just cleave it on a diagonal and hit the button 3 times. Or no, hit the button and then expend all of the charges. And essentially a bolt of lightning erupts from your halberd. Just shooting directly into this door and just splintering it into hundreds and hundreds of tiny pieces that then burn and catch flame. So you step into the main hallway and there are just hundreds of tiny fires just burning around you. And as you guys hear the rumble in the sky, you realize you better get inside pretty quickly because now your lightning rod is inside.
Oh, no,
Yep.
absolutely not. The lightning
Nope,
rod
okay.
has broken the door, planted, and is letting everybody else in.
Okay.
We thought about this.
Okay. You didn't say it, so I gotta assume.
Absolutely.
All right. Yes. So then you immediately plant it, feeling a little bit awesome, as everybody else funnels through the doorway and into the main part of this space. Can everybody roll me a perception check as you guys go into the main hallway of the barracks?
That's 18 for me.
Okay.
Perception. Oh crap!
6.
Wandered away from my character sheet because I'm an idiot.
19. I rolled a natural 20 and I get -1.
Oh, nice.
11 for me.
Okay. Nick's rolled a 2.
Still dealing with a little bit of lightning.
Nick's rolled a 2. Okay,
Oh, no.
so I guess Nyx kind of covers the door, and so she's looking outwards, so she wouldn't notice. But Vidius, what did you roll?
11.
Okay. So essentially you just kind of you hear it, but then just kind of mistake it for the sounds of thunder that are sort of just going through the you can hear the thunder no matter where you are. It is so much louder outside, but it's still pretty darn prevalent when you guys are inside. And then the drumming of the rain, it makes it very hard to distinguish other sounds. But Rendell and Fidget and Talon as well. Wait, what did Talon roll?
I rolled a 4 and +2. I only got 6. I don't know.
Never mind.
anything.
No, you don't hear shit. Sorry. So Rendell and Fidget, both of you hear the sounds of smashing. And so it sounds like someone is stomping around and you can hear the shattering of glass, the sounds of wood splintering and breaking, like somebody is ripping things apart. And then the occasional just guttural yell.
With the natural 20, could I kind of surmise the direction?
Yeah, it is most assuredly coming from upstairs, somewhere around the 3rd floor.
I go over to Talon and kind of give him a nudge, and then I point up, like, we've got company.
All right, I'm gonna roll a stealth check so I can do this.
Okay.
I'm also going to roll stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang back and just plant my lightning rod out the window and wait for it to get hit twice.
It attracts lightning, so yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you feel so stealthy.
I kind of feel like if they're smashing stuff upstairs, just saying, maybe some disadvantage.
12 plus 3, so 15.
Actually, it's not them that get disadvantage, it's you that gets advantage.
I also like that.
Uh,
Thank you.
well, since I also heard the noise, I'd like to also try and make my way up there all sneaky like.
All sneaky? Yeah, go for it.
Natural 20.
Damn!
And my
Let's
advantage
go,
roll was a
buddy.
19. We are Stealth Force 3.
Okay. So, all of you essentially just disappear into the shadows. Okay, and as you make your way up the stairs, just silently slinking, you guys can see that all of the lights, all of the candles have been extinguished. And the only illumination that you get is just those occasional flashes of light from outside of the windows, from the lightning that is just consistently forking across the sky. It is unbelievably eerie. And so as you guys make your way up to the 3rd floor, you can now hear just the sound of just consistent smashing. And it's punctuated by the occasional yell. And there don't seem to be any words. It just appears to be just the embodiment of rage, essentially. Somebody up here is very, very angry right now.
I'm gonna slink towards it.
Okay.
Now I have dark vision. So.
I think we all do.
Nope, I do not.
Rendell doesn't.
I do
I
not.
do.
So, can I see any clearer what's going on? Or
Essentially no, because what happens with you is that your dark vision doesn't really get to activate because of the flashes of lightning
Word. Okay.
that I provided so that Rendell would be able to see.
Fair enough.
So yeah, essentially you're like your eyes just begin to adjust and like, somebody shines a flashlight in your face and like, God damn, I was just
All right.
It's right there.
So all of you can see just like about as well as Rendell can.
Okay.
Which is it's moments, like fleeting moments of you having perfect vision and then they're gone.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna stay by the entrance to the room
Okay.
and knock my crossbow.
Okay. So as you guys come up to the doorway, you can see that the door is just off of its hinges, just smashed inwards. You can see the 2 horn holes in the wood that have been bored there.
Oh yeah.
You guys realize very quickly that you are once again in the Colonel's office. And as you, Talon, as you peek around the corner, you see the large hulking shape of the massive Goliath that you met previously. And he is just going through the room, smashing everything that he possibly can into smithereens. You see, he goes up and he just grabs the entire curtain rod and just pulls with his muscles straining and bunching before he just rips the entire thing off of the wall, turns, and then bends it over, like, his knee, as if it's absolutely nothing and not some of the strongest iron that's available in this city, before he just tosses it out the window, smashing it outwards, and you guys can hear the tinkle of glass as he's just raging.
Curious that he'd be bouncing around in there.
Well, he's obviously looking for something and not finding it.
Maybe he was hoping to find the horn.
Why was he looking for it?
Just continue to watch him for now.
Okay.
Have I got my 2 charges?
Yes, you do.
I'll start trying to follow as sneakily as I can.
Okay. Roll me a stealth
You're
check.
a giant slinky made of iron.
With disadvantage. That's a 7. It was a 20 on the left and a 7 on the right.
Well, that sucks. Okay, so essentially, you and Nyx begin making your way up the stairs. Nyx is pretty darn stealthy in this particular moment, but you, unfortunately, are not. So as you are periodically blinded for a moment, you kind of cling really close to the walls to try and hide in those shadows, before you hear your horn like tink against one of the those glass oil lanterns that illuminated the space, and you hear it tink, and then you're like, oh shit, and then you go to catch it, and then you feel it bounce off of the back of your hand and then just shatter on the floor.
Maybe he won't notice.
You are way too hopeful for a thief.
He immediately stops.
I think that was Bovidius or Nyx. My money's on Bovidius.
You can see he Major Rembrandt immediately turns around, his eyes just bloodshot and veiny, and he's got this angry snarl across his face, before he reaches over and he grabs a very large great axe tinged with gold, from where it was leaning against the remains of a bookshelf, before he grips it in both of his hands. Who's there?
I get scarce. I'm finding a good vantage point to get him when he's not paying attention. But I'm not going for him while he's in that room.
I'll call out. I recognize the voice, right?
Yes, of course you do.
I don't see him from where I am, right?
No.
Okay.
But
I recognize.
you're down the hallway. You recognize the room that he's in right now. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's not in his own office. God damn it.
Yeah. I'll call out. Rembrandt, is that you?
Ovidius, is that you?
What are you doing in the Colonel's office?
It's classified.
Who's left to classify it?
Me. You forget I am now your colonel. And he steps out into the hallway, not noticing anybody else. And you just see, like, the lightning flash behind him, just illuminating him from behind this large, ominous-looking shadow.
I'll, not making any aggressive moves yet, but I'll walk up. And he'd be accustomed to me being testy around him, right?
Yep.
All right. And I'll say to him, Colonel, is it? Must have been promoted in quite a hurry.
While this conversation is happening, I'm sending my homunculus to climb up Bovidius's back and just like kind of get in position on top of his head.
Okay. So you guys, all three of you are pretty darn close to this doorway. The only reason he hasn't realized you're there is because you are so exceptionally well hidden in this moment. Otherwise, so yeah, he's also not bothering to look to see if there are people hidden because he is dealing with the very obvious threat of the large minotaur that is in front of him. Or not a threat, but like a presence. You know what I mean? Like,
the unknown.
Fuck you in particular, Bovidius.
Oh
So
no,
he's-
I'm more than happy to let the two rogues get in perfect position behind him.
Yep. He steps out.
And
he says,
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. I asked my question. You're right. It's his turn.
Okay. So he says, we are in an emergency situation. Necessity dictated that I be promoted for this emergency.
Likewise, why I am still in the city. It seemed an emergency recall was necessary in this situation. Would you agree, Colonel?
You can see the thought go across his face, as if he's bitten into an apple that's gone a little bit past its ripeness and he doesn't like that sour flavor.
Very well. For the time being, what are your orders, Colonel?
He immediately glances past you towards Nyx.
The sergeant is part of my squad, as she will remain.
Have you forgotten that she was under arrest the last time we spoke?
Indeed. And, prior to this moment, I was the highest ranking officer that I was aware of still alive. Ergo, I have given her a temporary stay until we can bring the situation under control.
It pains me to inform you, friend, but everything that is happening currently is her fault.
Is that so? Do elaborate.
No. Turn her over to me. That is an order.
I look around, grandstanding now, giving the rogues all the time they could possibly want.
I'm gonna notch an arrow in my short bow.
Okay.
And for Rendell as well. I've given him all the time he needs to cook up whatever spell he wants to hold on to, and I'm just gonna stride forward. Not all the way. Maybe get 20 feet away from him. How far away am I to start with?
Maybe 15, 20 feet.
Okay, then I'll
You
walk
were
up
close
15
enough
feet.
to the room for him to hear you,
Yeah, I'll walk up 15
break the
feet
thing.
and I'll kind of plant myself like wide stance, just open arms. Not the full T pose, but like halberd to the side, hiding the lightning on the handle. And I'll just say to him, looking around this city, it appears that whoever's fault anything was, no matter how blue the genasi in question. I try and read his face for any reaction to that.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah. I'm actually not that bad at insight.
I also roll an insight check.
Yeah. If you're in front of him and can see his face, you can roll an insight check. If you're
There we
behind
go.
him,
14 for
I'm gonna have
mine.
to say no.
Oh, I'm behind him. Never mind.
Or you know
14
what?
for
Go
mine.
ahead and give it to me with disadvantage because you don't get the benefit of his facial features, but he does have body language.
His homunculus isn't his homunculus on Bovidius?
Yeah, you could use your homunculus.
But I would have to be looking through the homunculus's eyes. I can't do that and prepare for combat. So
Oh, okay.
Okay, then disadvantage
I
it is.
appreciate it, man, but I got to be real.
No, I know.
Yo!
Yeah, I
Oof.
gotta be real, yo.
With disadvantage, I'll have a 21.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I thought my 14 was good.
I got a 7. You can move
Wow,
on.
what was the higher roll?
24.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, dude.
After doesn't
I am
plus six?
impressed. That is insane.
Dude's insightful as fuck.
X rolled a 10.
He's got a vein in the back of his head. I can see it bulging.
Yeah.
I'll aim for it.
Okay. So, you say no matter how blue the genasi is, and everybody, so, oh crap. What did everybody roll? So you rolled a 14, Bavidius. Fidget, you rolled
7.
7. Okay. Talon, did you roll?
No, I didn't. I was just making a joke.
Okay. So nobody notices it but Rendell. So Rendell, you see the very subtle tensing further of all of his muscles, and you can see him grip his axe just a little bit tighter and shift his foot the slightest bit so that it's in perfect attack position.
Oh.
Continuing my sentence.
While you notice that, hold on. Rendell, what is your passive perception, friend?
Passive perception is 16.
Okay. So, you immediately notice that before you feel something or someone grab the back of your shirt and press a dagger to your throat. There, friend. Allow them to have their conversation.
Not having a fucking clue that just happened. Because I'm assuming my 13 passive perception does not hear that.
Nope.
I continue my sentence and say, oh, go ahead.
If I'm behind Rembrandt, would I not be able to see Rendell?
Potentially. What's your passive perception?
I don't know what that is.
So it's 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency if you're proficient, which I know you're not because you have a negative 1.
I'm super not. Yeah. So it's a 7. Yeah, never mind.
7?
Yeah.
That sucks. Yeah, no, you definitely you're way too focused on the that really big pissed off dude in front of you and loading your crossbow. You don't even notice that somebody has snuck up on Rendell. Rendell didn't even notice that someone has snuck up on Rendell.
So I say to him, having said, no matter how blue they be, and pausing to take a look, it seems that all of this has gone down under the watch of the sole commanding officer left in the city. And with such a dramatic failure in mind, I have no choice but to relieve you of command. And I jump attack.
Everybody roll for initiative.
I step forward 10 feet, so I'm in reach, and I hit him, expending both lightning charges if I hit.
So I will give you the surprise. Well, not really a surprise round, because like he definitely knew you were going to take a swing at him. But I will let you get a surprise round.
I have 11 charisma. He knew
because you struck first. Yeah. You did strike first, so I'll let you take that hit and then go into initiative. So
okay.
I think that is entirely fair. So wait, let me put you on the thing so you guys can click your tokens.
If we prepared our attack, should we not also get a surprise attack?
Yeah. So you know what? We'll just do a surprise round. Because you guys did. But there's one individual who is also going to be part of that surprise round because he is fully aware of what is going on.
Sorry, Rendell.
Well, it's all right.
So that's.
So we're just gonna use this room because it's easier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
nobody can see
wasn't this the room that we were in anyways?
It was, but technically you guys are in the hallway now, and I prepped it for the room, so deal with it.
Fighting with a weapon with 10-foot reach in a hallway is probably a bad idea, so this works for me.
So yeah, if you guys can see and move your tokens around, Fidget, this one's you that's moving around. Oops. Whoa. Oops. It's supposed to be just a little bitty thing, because it's funny and adorable. You see yourself?
I do not yet, because I was using Roll20 on my phone, and I don't know how to access the map from there. So
yeah, don't use Roll20 on your phone. That's always a horrendous... It's always a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
Well, it's good for the character sheet, because it's a little easier to manage.
Initiative.
I can select everybody but my character.
Really?
Yep.
That's...
Weird.
There
we go.
Now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fixed it! Welcome to the Maelstrom, where I suck at using Roll20, though I've used it for years! Okay, so I'm just gonna leave these guys in the wall. Talon, I'm assuming you were around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Ka-chow. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw a big, just narrating what I'm doing for everybody else, so that it doesn't seem like I'm just standing here doing nothing.
So I believe I was next to, like I was on the other side of those guys, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in a big rectangle.
Okay, cool.
So this is the hallway.
Okay.
Love it. Real like high def like solid shit.
Top-notch graphics.
Top notch. Yeah, I'm a professional, guys. Like,
2023. Oh no! I
Oh,
just
it's
dated
'cause
the
the-
whole stream.
oh, you guys can't see the grid because I chose the exact same color that the lines are. Hold on 1 second.
Wow.
Let me do that again. With a
I just
different
want to
shade.
say this is
Okay,
going great.
This is going so well. I am so good at my job, guys. There we go.
Well, I'll say one thing
No,
that
We
is
didn't get
going
ad
great.
reads, but we got Roll20 bloopers, so at least the episode's saved.
Well, no, it's just anything that has to do with me is usually like, oh, there goes Charlotte with her antics again. You simple shit. All right.
Leave
So
it
I
to
only have
Beaver.
2 people in the initiative currently.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I guess I should roll that.
Yeah, rolling in.
I rolled it on my stupid phone.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you want me to re-roll? I don't mind.
No, I will just figure out which. Okay. Do.
I got 17.
I got 18.
Funny.
Adding turns. 17.
Adding turns. Do.
Adding turns. Adding turns. Adding. Oh.
What have I done?
He's gonna go first. Other than the.
Okay, he about to get cooked.
Yeah, this isn't gonna go well for him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Taylor. Rendell.
What'd I do?
Nothing. I'm just saying Rendell's a lucky.
You can say it. We're not on any sort of...
Motherfucker! You're a lucky
yeah.
motherfucker!
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so.
Yes, can confirm.
Skipping
no
his turn. Rendell, you prepared. Did you prepare anything?
Well, I did, but for the guy in front of me, not the guy behind me.
That's unfortunate.
So, yeah. Well, I guess I do not do anything at the moment because I got a knife to my neck.
Okay. Bavidius, that makes it your turn.
So I had rolled an 18 with my halberd to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that most assuredly hits.
All right, so that is 10 slashing damage, and I'm dumping both lightning charges in, which is 18 lightning damage.
That's
nasty.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
And-
nasty.
and my
nasty.
yeah, I know, right? And my second attack is a 16 to hit.
16 barely misses.
All right.
Yeah. What am I doing? Math. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so it was this minus 28?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
It was in that moment that Rembrandt gained 3 levels.
So yeah,
I yeah, before I know how this goes. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I have placed.
Oh no,
myself
he was
out of
already very
range.
high. I gave you that to kind of even it out. All right,
Fair.
so yeah, Bavidius. So you slash him across the chest, pushing the button, and you can see the light of the arcane electricity that just arcs into his chest, and then you can smell the searing of his flesh as you just cut directly through his armor into his skin and like embed your halberd into his rib cage before you you have to almost put your foot on his chest and pull it back out before you take another swing. But unfortunately, with you pulling back out, that gives him a second to just kind of back up the tiniest bit from your second attack, and it cuts through his armor but does not find purchase in his flesh.
As I pull back in from my swing and recollect myself, I just give him a grin and say, "I've been waiting a long time for this."
He looks down just to see the small amount of blood that is now coming out of the wound because you partially cauterized it as well. And he looks at you and he says, "Assaulting an officer brings the penalty of death."
I'm simply preempting the removal of your rank when all of your corruption is uncovered.
Fidget, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, I fire my crossbow. I go, think fast, bitch.
I fucking love you, Fidget.
That's 12. I
Ooh.
think I missed.
Yeah, so essentially it goes it hits him, but it goes through like one of the pieces of leather that he has on his shoulder. It just kind of sticks through it. He immediately flinches and turns before he looks back at you, realizing suddenly that you are there.
I go,
I'll be a bit of a rules
get
lawyer.
a good look at this. Trying to prepare for a sneak attack with my spell.
Oh, you get advantage because you were hiding. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, let me roll again.
And if you hit, you get your sneak.
Oh,
Never-
that's big,
see?
yikes.
Same thing. So everything that I said happens. It seems that once I've made a decision, the dice are like, no, she said that. So like, yeah, she's already narrated it. So you guys just got to go with it. So unfortunately, yeah, he does turn and look at you. His eyes just wild and alight with rage. Talon, did you prepare anything?
I did. I have a arrow notched in my short bow.
Okay, yeah,
I'm going to use sneak attack.
go for it. Roll with
Oh.
advantage. Uh-oh, JT's in the chat. Get it all out now. Fuck.
Oh, shit, fuck.
Shit.
Fuck
Fuck.
that.
I
Fuck,
didn't
fuck.
hit anything. I rolled a 6.
You can't do shit to us now, man. We've got it all out of our system.
Oh,
I missed him completely. I rolled a 6.
with advantage?
Yeah, the other one was a 1.
Oh,
It's better than a critical
why did
failure,
I
so
ask?
the dice don't like you guys tonight.
Yeah. Well, we succeeded
Like
in
me.
sneak missing him.
Okay. Yeah, you guys went through all that trouble to sneak up on him and kind of shit the bed, unfortunately. But that's how it works. So you hear the pew as your arrow just or your bolt just ricochets off of the stone. There's a small spark of the metal hitting rock before your arrow just disappears into the darkness, having no effect whatsoever. Is that your turn?
Doesn't even look at me.
Okay. So Rendell,
Yes.
you hear that same voice just kind of whispering in your ear. Says, well, perhaps we should take a piece out of the set, shall we? Before you feel the knife dig further into your throat. Rolls with advantage. That is going to be a 24 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay. So you're going to take
A lot of damage.
this plus this
Plus all of these.
plus all of these.
Oh dear lord.
Christy, I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up! Alright. So one of these. A few of those.
And Rendell said.
She rolled all ones.
No, she did not.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So you are going to take 14 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm. In response to that, I will use my Wrath of the Storm on him.
Okay.
And he's a rogue, so this will be good for him. So dexterity saving throw.
Okay. He fails.
Oh, bully.
Natural 1.
So he will take 2d8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Let's
As
go,
soon as,
lightning.
He will take 9 lightning damage.
Okay. Okay. So you feel the blade just dig into your throat, cutting a pretty deep gash along the side of your neck, but not deep enough to do any mortal damage to you. Before you immediately just kind of bunch up your muscles and feel some of the you draw from that charge that's deep within you, and you feel it arc into him. And you hear the shriek of pain before the blade is immediately gone, and he just releases you, not expecting being electrocuted in this moment. And yeah, you if you choose to turn around and wheel on him, you can see it's that sickly-looking skeletal elf.
Yep.
And he's got this very long, ornate-looking dagger that is now edged in its entirety with your blood.
Yeah, I'll just look around and be like, feeling tingly.
And he looks at you and he's like, "That hurt, motherfucker!"
Language.
You're not gonna have to worry about that very soon. Before he begins to lunge towards you and engage you in combat. So that is the entirety of the surprise round. So now we're gonna go back to the top of the initiative.
No surprise for Nyx?
Nyx didn't prepare anything.
All right.
She did.
Damn it, girl!
Listen,
Not you, her.
she wasn't in on this fucking plan. She failed the insight check. She thought you were legitimately talking to him.
I thought she knew me better than that.
Well, apparently in this moment, when he's like, when she thought that you were gonna turn her over, she kind of panicked a little bit. You do.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, well, sucks to suck. Okay, so attack number 1. And attack number 2. So that is a 20 and a 22 coming at you, Bividius.
Woohoo, those hit.
Okay. So his great axe does 2 of these. Plus... Oh, goddamn.
Let's knock some roast beef.
Chrissy, I don't like that.
Chrissy, wake up.
I turn over my shoulder. Seriously, Chrissy, wake up.
36 points of damage. 36 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As you can see, he immediately begins to snarl and his breaths become very strong, as he enters a rage and then takes 2 swings at you with his great axe. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, perfect timing.
No.
Just
Mother
when I wanted to
Hubbard!
swear.
JT.
Come on, man!
Yeah, joik.
This lad has more skill.
Express your sorrows without swearing.
I'm assuming that he had to move close enough to me to do that. Because with
yes.
the great axe, yeah, okay.
Sorry, yeah.
No worries.
So
Ooh,
he
look at
did.
the wolf.
He did step into melee with you. I can't make him bigger without making him bigger. There we go. There we go. All right. Just because his token needs to be the same size as Bividi's. Otherwise, it's just Okay. So he immediately, just snarling with rage, turns because he had been looking at Fidget, and he turns with one arm, and just slashes you across the chest before he flips it. He flips the blade in his hands and cuts you across the front of the thigh. And you just immediately feel the bite of the blade and the sharp, burning pain, before you feel like the uncomfortable warmth of your own blood just matting your fur. That hurt. Yep.
We need one, dude. Domino's
They're
not
probably
here.
gonna need
Barrow's
that.
gone. Nyx is checked out. Yeah. we
Nyx
need a
hasn't
boom.
checked out. She just wasn't prepared. Okay.
She tried
boom.
to-
After that tongue lashing I gave her,
Yeah, she tried to commit suicide by alligator last time.
What?
bust her down back to private.
No. No. How dare. Okay. A boon. What do you guys want? Ask, and I shall consider.
Ring of Wishes.
No.
Ask, and there shall be a monkey's paw.
Rembrandt suddenly draws from the deck of many things.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
you
go
want
no.
him to draw.
Because that I don't think that's going to turn out the way that you want it to.
Yeah.
No, well,
Yeah, no, that's
Because a
a
lot
very
of the
bad
deck of many
idea.
things are very good for the person who draws it. So
I
I
would
don't think you want that.
I would say Rembrandt just suffers from the Bane effect.
Okay. So he gets
can I revise? How
Yeah?
about Rembrandt and his little thiefy companion?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So both of them are going to be under the Bane effect for the rest of the combat. I think that's fair. Okay. That is what you asked for, and that is what you shall receive. I will roll a d4 and subtract it from every attack roll that they make. It's ability scores and ability checks and attack rolls. So yay. It doesn't affect saving throws, but it does affect pretty much everything else. So fine. I think that is his turn. Because he has raged and he has attacked and he has moved. Alright, Rendell, that makes it your turn.
Well, I would like to look at the bony guy in front of me, and I'll lift up my hand, which is crackling with a little bit of electricity still. But then I'll hear Bovidius, I'll assume, make a noise of pain.
Yeah.
And
It was a very loud one. It was a very loud grunt.
I'll sigh and I'll look at the bone guy and say, 1 second.
be right back.
And Bovidius will get 6 hit points from a healing word. And then I will turn my attention back to Bones, and I will try to hit him. Does he have... I assume he doesn't, but I'll ask anyways. Does he have any metal armor on?
No.
Yeah,
He's wearing leather.
So I will... No, I'm not going to hit him. I'm going to try to hit him, but I'm going to miss with a 10.
Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't do it.
Yep.
So you immediately turn around and try to hit him. And he just dances out of the way. With a frustratingly sarcastic smirk on his face.
Well,
Is that your turn?
Yes, and that could have gone better.
Okay. Vidius, that makes it your turn.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20 feet move. 25 feet move behind Bone Guy.
Okay.
And if the token will let me turn around.
Whoop.
There we go. All right, so now I'm facing him.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
Come on. Just roll it.
Oh,
Ugh, come on. So 6 health from second wind.
TPK, guys.
And then I'm going to action surge and smack this guy twice with flanking advantage.
Okay, yes, indeed.
Also, I've traded the halberd for the great sword due to the close quarters of this room, using my free action as I walked across.
Okay.
So, a 1 and a 2. A 15 and a 14 on the elf.
The 15 hits.
Okay. Oh, but
No,
I
the
have
15
advantage because
sorry.
of flanking.
The 15 misses. So roll again.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
My bad.
So that is natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Which I do not believe that is doubled. So the dice.
No, that's...
Is that doubled? I can't even tell.
Because
the great sword should be 2d6.
Yeah.
1 plus 4 plus 6.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's
only
not.
3d6 that it rolled. So it needs 1 more d6.
Yeah.
So that is 16 damage.
Okay. That's a pretty nice hit.
I mean, he's over 50 HP already. So that's pretty good.
Okay.
And I'm going to shout over to Rembrandt and say, "You need little elves to fight your battles for you?"
He immediately turns towards you and says, "Well, if nobody else is willing to fight me, I have no choice."
I look around the room at my assembled companions and say, "Think on how few fight for you, and tremble as you take that thought to your grave." That's my turn.
Okay.
My turn.
Digit, that makes it your turn.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle because I believe there's a rogue right next to me that
Yep,
may or may not want to stab me later.
potentially.
Yeah. Now I've seen this. I've seen Rembrandt take a fair amount of damage. So, in a proper support role, I'm going to support my teammate who's at greater risk. So I'm going to take a shot at the elf dude.
Okay. So you are within melee.
Oh.
So you're gonna
well.
be doing so with disadvantage unless you back up.
Fair enough. Now I don't have the stats for the dagger I stole from that werewolf, but I could probably whip that out and make it happen, couldn't I?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay. Let me quickly look up the stats for that guy.
So that dagger still does the damage of a regular dagger. So that's a D4 plus your dexterity.
Okay.
Although it is a finesse weapon, so you can use your strength as well if you would like. But it so it's silvered, so it does extra damage against lichens
right.
and
That's
werewolves.
Right. Okay. Well, it's
And if you
10.
miss, it does 1 point of damage no matter what.
Okay. Well, my light crossbow will use the same stats essentially for an attack roll. I'll just go and roll damage separately.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Natural one.
Can you roll a d100 for me, good sir?
No. Can I say no?
No. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah, roll this. Absolutely not. Okay, well, screw me, I guess.
So, I just type /roll d100 all one word. Yes.
So there's also on the left, there's a button that has a d20 on it. You can scroll down and it lets you roll a
I
d100.
see it. Awesome. There it is. 48.
You break a bone in your hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
You
I mean that
suffered.
for spells.
You suffer disadvantage for the rest of the encounter and take 1d6 damage every round until healed. So essentially what happens is you go forwards to drive your dagger up into this guy's ribcage. But he realizes what you're doing and takes his own dagger and smashes it down on top of your hand. So you manage to nick the inside, just the inside of his thumb, dealing that 1 point of slashing damage. But he has now broken your hand. So you can feel a couple of your fingers just snap out of place. And now you're having a hard time gripping your dagger. That sucked.
Mm-hmm. This is going great.
But you did deal that point of damage, because no matter what, you deal 1 point of damage. So that was cool. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, it sounds like my turn.
You sound a little bit mad. Are you mad? Are you mad?
No.
Taylor,
Mad, bro?
are you mad, bro? Just. All right, Talon, that makes it your turn.
I do have a question. I assume I've heard the things going on over there.
You're
I've heard
actively in
him
the hallway
scream.
with you're fully aware of what's going on.
Do I recognize this guy?
Major Rembrandt? Yes.
No, the elf.
Oh, yeah, he is also dressed in military garb, and I'm pretty sure you guys met him previously. This is Corporal Timber.
Oh, okay, no, sorry. I thought
Yeah.
it was maybe a thief.
No. This is Major Rembrandt's little sneaky little sidekick.
Oh.
Yeah, he's that
Okay.
slimy looking dude that you guys saw in the office before. So.
Well, I guess I'll knock an arrow and because he's still far enough away from me that I like for Rembrandt that I could
Yep.
fling an arrow at him.
You could shoot both of them right now. So take your pick.
They seem to all have him occupied. I'm going to keep Rembrandt's attention so he doesn't try to go right after Nyx and when she's not prepared for it. So I'm gonna roll that. Nat 20.
Nice.
Yo!
I'm aiming for his head.
Okay.
I'm cracking right in that dumbass head. Sorry.
Oh no!
We were.
On the screen, I don't see an active timer.
Fuck yeah!
Let's fuck these guys up!
Let's fucking go!
So I
Sweet.
the arrow. Aiming for him, and now I gotta. God damn it! Where is it?
Okay, so you get your weapon damage, and you can double your sneak damage as well. Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, you don't get sneak because nobody's within 5 feet of him.
Nope.
Oof.
If they had still been in 5 feet, I just. I may have to change that actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna still keep my roll, but I should have used my free action to switch weapons because I'm looking at my inventory, and I thought I had a short bow. I do. There it is. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So.
Yeah. No. No. Yeah. I thought I didn't have one because I didn't have it. I didn't have it highlighted.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot him with your short bow.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the damage for that, please.
Yep. Just give me a second here. Oh wait, it's not going to tell me that there. I got to go to actions. 1d6 plus 3.
Okay, so it's 2d6 because you rolled a natural 20.
5 damage.
Did you roll 2 ones?
No, sorry. 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
Okay, I was gonna say that sucks, bro. Okay. Rolling 2 ones is never fun. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Rolling 1 is never fun.
Yeah, rolling 1 at all is never fun. Okay, so you shoot him in the back of the head. Or like try to shoot him in the back of the head, but he jerks to the side at just last moment, but you do completely free one of his ears from where it was conveniently perched on the side of his skull. So yeah, you have relieved him of one of his ears. So he just howls in pain, and one of his hands immediately goes up to the side of his head, and he looks at all of the blood, and he turns around and wheels on you, just snarling with rage. You can see that any semblance of intellect that he had previously is gone.
He barely had a semblance in the first place.
It wasn't much of a loss.
You guys are so mean.
That's like when you step off the cliff and you go, oh!
Okay.
Or, now that I have your ear.
He just snarls with rage. Is that your turn, Talon?
I am going to, oh, he's looking right at me. I can't disappear. I was gonna try and roll another stealth check to disappear again.
You can certainly
But I'm
try.
going to. I can try.
You can try, but he's looking right at you.
I know. Hide behind a thin lamp. You can't see me.
If you can't, I can't see you, so you can't see me.
Yeah, he just goes like this.
17.
17.
Yeah, 14 plus 3.
Yeah, he can see you.
I'm hiding behind the desk. Can you see me?
You're hiding. You're just like hiding behind the desk, like you can't see me, right? Right?
Right?
He rolled a natural 20, so like there's no way you're gonna just suddenly distract him enough so that you can disappear.
That battle
Yeah,
focus.
he is very pissed off with you at the moment. He's not willing to hear you out anymore.
I mean, he's
That
gonna
was
catch
fucking
half the
brutal.
conversation anyways.
Alright. Okay, so that makes it Mr. Timber's turn. He is going to bonus action disengage. Go around behind Bavidius. And take a stab at you. That's a 16?
Miss.
Okay. So you feel the blade just kind of just, like cut through your hair and like just stop against your skin. He hasn't managed to put enough force behind the blow to actually do damage to you. And you can hear him like curse in Elvish as he does so. That is his turn. Oh no, he's going to continue using his disengage and he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. Wow. Like, alright. He appears to be just trying to just run down the hallway and get out of this particular situation. Okay, that makes his Nyx's turn. So all of you see her as she begins to tense up all of her muscles and just rolls her shoulders and her neck. And she's like, alright, motherfucker, if you want me, I'm right here. As she bonus action rages. And then turns into a bear.
Let's go.
Because that seems like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a big bear.
Baron.
Forgot how big that bear was.
Yeah, she's a big bear.
I did not. I had the bear friggin' on top of me.
That's right. You
So
went
yeah,
for a roll
essentially
of
you
the hay
guys
with
see
that
her
bear.
body just grow, her face extends, her hand, like her fingers extend out into claws as she turns into this tribal tattooed grizzly bear, which then rears up on its two back legs and roars directly at Rembrandt. Who is now trying to divide his attention between the person who relieved him of his ear and the very large angry bear that is directly behind him. Okay, that makes it his turn.
Out of curiosity, for my own interest, if a barbarian rages, are they able to choose targets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just curious. I go back to AD&D, so I can't remember how things work anymore.
So I rolled a die, and he has decided that the large angry bear is a larger threat than Talon currently. So he is going to turn and make 2 attacks against Miss Nyx. Okay. That one's gonna hit. And that one's also gonna hit. Okay. So this plus that. Oh! He is also gonna bonus action Frenzy before he does that, so he gets a 3rd attack.
And he's doing all these with the Bane?
Yep. Her AC is 11 currently, so it's
that tracks.
it's not particularly hard to hit her right now. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
So
Oh, she did.
no. She just might not be a bear anymore.
she's probably not a bear anymore. So that's
Well,
46
fairness
points
must
of
be
damage.
Jesus.
Yeah. So 40, that much carries over. Son of a calculator.
Can we fight some halfling farmers next time?
Oh, we're going that direction with this campaign.
Yeah.
Feel
Just
safer.
gonna fight. I'm gonna fight innocent people, so I feel better. Yeah. So he
I'm going
immediately
back
turns
to the
around.
roots of my people.
He immediately turns around and just begins cutting into the bear shape of Nyx, and you hear this loud moaning, like pained moan, before it immediately falls prone and she loses her wild shape. That sucks.
Wait, is she in death saving throws now?
Nope.
Nope.
She's just lost
She's
her
just
wild
not a
shape.
bear.
Okay.
To be fair, that wild shape absorbed a full round of turns, including frenzied attack from a
Oh,
very
actually, no,
overwhelming
wait.
barbarian.
No, never mind. It's too late. I've already done it. It's too late. No, you know what? No. Because she's raging.
Bear totem.
So, yep. So, actually, I take that back. Retcon. She is still a bear. She just doesn't have a huge amount of hit points left. As half of 46 is still 23. So that
Yeah.
definitely hurt. Oh, god damn it. Can you just do what I ask you to, please? Just once. Alright. Of
Thank the gods for raging.
So don't thank it too much yet, because she only has 8 hit points left in her bear form. So
Wow.
that still hurts.
Yeah.
But none of it, yeah. But she's still a bear. So, right? Yeah. So she, like, you hear the groaned pains of her in her bear form. You could just see like the large amounts of blood that are just pouring out of her torso and her front leg where he hit her. That definitely sucked. Rendell, that makes it your turn.
Alright, Rendell is going to chase down Bones over here. And I would like to cast. Yeah, why not? I'm going to cast Thunderwave on him.
Okay.
So that is a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Whoa. He fails. 10. I'm assuming a 10 doesn't do anything.
It does not.
Nope.
I will also channel Divinity into it, so it just does max damage.
Nice.
So 16 points of damage, and he gets flung 10 feet away from me.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Okay.
Which then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to stay on top of him.
I love it. Okay, so essentially you run up behind him. Do you say anything to him?
I do say, yeah, you were right. We do need to take pieces off the board.
Ooh. Okay. So he immediately wheels on you, trying to slash you with his knife before, there's just this, cacophonous sound that erupts from you, just as you release a peal of thunder, and it slams him directly in the chest, and you get the satisfying sound of some of his ribs cracking, before he is just flung back 10 feet on his back prone, and you hear the breath just, exhale out of his ribs. That definitely sucked for him. He is now prone and 10 feet away. And then you walk up on top of him and just stand over him as he's like grimacing, just clutching at his ribs with one hand, holding the dagger up in front of him with the other. And he's like, we seem to have underestimated each other. Is it too late to have a conversation?
Well, yes. There's much to it.
Yeah, it's too okay. He gives you this look like, yeah, that's fair. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Okay, Bavidius, that makes it your turn.
I heard someone is suffering from the prone condition. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, switching back to the halberd. Because I can still get advantage on the prone with the halberd from reach, right?
So usually I only let people switch weapons once per combat.
Oh, I thought it was a free action on turn.
Well, it's a free
That's
action,
fine.
but like
That's fine.
if you're consistently flip-flopping back and forth, that just
No worries.
makes
I'll
things
just
problematic.
take the last 5 feet and use the greatsword.
Okay.
So 1 attack with advantage, 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Shazam, that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And if he's still drawing breaths,
He is.
good. A second attack with advantage.
Mm.
Ooh, and only 14 to hit on that one.
Unfortunately, that misses.
All right. And sorry, but with the bonus action, after the attack that I hit, what I should have done was hammering horns. Immediately after you hit a creature with the melee attack as part of the attack action. No, wait, never mind. That doesn't deal damage anyways. I didn't want to do it. Screw it. Never mind.
That knocks
Never
him
mind.
prone. He's already prone.
It
But
knocks him
it said, 'cause
back.
it knocks him prone and knocks him back.
Oh,
So
okay.
just keep
Yeah,
tossing
like
him around the room.
just move.
Otherwise, it doesn't deal damage, and I wanted the chance at the second attack, which I already attempted, so can't do it anyway.
All right. So you slash at him, just catching him in the ribs with your sword, and you hear just this high, unmanly shriek of pain as he rolls away from you, and your second strike just hits the stone floor, scattering sparks as you barely miss him. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Fidget, that makes it your turn.
Okay, I believe my homunculus is still on Bavilius' head.
Indeed, he is.
Okay.
Oops.
I think it's time for now here's the thing. This guy looks like he's handled quite well, yeah? He's bleeding pretty hard.
Yeah, the corporal over here he's looking pretty rough at this point.
Okay. And Rembrandt looks like he's still got some fight in him.
He's definitely got a lot of fight still in him.
Okay.
I'm about to take it on the chin.
I'm gonna frostbite him.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna attempt to this. It's a 13.
Yeah, frostbite's an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, a 13 does miss.
Actually, let me double check that real quick. Just to be sure.
Because I think it's a ranged spell attack.
It is a ranged spell. Yes.
Yep. So a 13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I am gonna move.
Okay.
I feel like this spot is kind of compromised because I'm right next to the guy who took a dude's ear off. So,
Yeah, that might.
and I'm hurting pretty bad. I'm gonna have to take
You're
1d6
welcome.
damage as well. So I'm gonna step back because my homunculus can do my work for me and stay out of range of damage. And I believe I did 1d6. Yeah.
So do you want to roll it, or do you want me to roll it?
I feel like it's up to you. You're the boss.
The boss just asked you though.
All right, I'll roll it. No problem.
Okay.
That way I won't hate you.
How about you roll and then you decide. Because I rolled, so you roll and then decide which number you want, mine or yours.
Well, I got a 4.
Okay. So do you want your number or my number?
I'll stick with mine.
Okay. I rolled a 5, so that's a lucky guess.
Nice.
So yeah, you just kind of clutch your dagger, feeling the pain of the broken bones shifting in your hand, as you just kind of dart out of the way. Is that your turn?
It is.
Cool. All right. Aelin, that makes it your turn.
He's still facing Nyx, right?
Yep.
So I got sneak attack, right?
Yes. If you hit him, yes.
Yes. But I still roll with advantage?
No.
Okay. No, just making sure. Oh, come on, don't mess with me this time. Okay, there it is. Never mind. Like, I went to get up, and then the screen showed up. $14.
14 unfortunately misses.
Yeah.
So your arrow just careens into the darkness, and you hear the soul-rending sound of the arrow just shattering against stone somewhere in the dark.
Ooh. Guess I'm not getting that one back.
Is that your turn?
I'm gonna use a bonus action to. Can I use a bonus action to use a spell?
If the casting time of the spell is bonus action, then yes.
Let me take a look. Because I think we all know what I'm going to cast on him.
If it's Tash's Hideous Laughter, that is most assuredly an action.
Yeah, it is. Damn.
All right.
Yeah,
is that
any
your turn?
bonus actions like healing word. You're part bard, right?
I have Mage Hand, which is at will. Can I use that to send it into him? To knock him back or something? I don't know.
No, it has 10 pounds of force.
Yeah.
Let's
So
use it to
essentially,
him,
it would give you the help. It would give somebody else the help action. That's
Yeah.
the most I will let you do with Mage Hand currently.
Let's use Mage Hand to like flick him on the one ear that he still has.
Or flick him on the stump.
Or what?
Or flick him on the stump.
Well, the
Oh.
other ear was.
So what are you doing, man?
I'm just gonna yell at him and just be like, "Hey, I'm over here. You remember the one that took your ear?"
He doesn't turn to face you, but he says, "I am aware. I will be with you in a moment."
Oh, are you too? You're gonna fight somebody who's prone rather than fight the guy who's still standing?
The bear is standing.
You said they were prone.
Yeah, I took that back.
Oh, okay.
It was a bit of retconning.
It was, yeah,
I must have
because
missed
I
that
realized
part.
that she was raging, so she was resistant to that damage, so she didn't take all of it. He ignores you.
That's my turn.
He ignores you. You are not the one that he wants to kill the most in this situation. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Okay, you're gonna bonus action hide? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I fail. It was 9. +3.
Yeah, he's still very aware of. You have a feeling he's still very aware of where you are.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. You're being you're in the process of hiding, but you're still like chirping him while you're doing so. So like you're not being very stealthy right now.
I could be a true bard. Be like, come get this piece of ass.
All right. Oh, okay. So the corporal is going to use half of his movement to stand up. And Pavidius is scary, so he's gonna stab at him. That's a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Damn. So you just hear ah! As he tries again to stab you, and just like hits.
No, I just kind of like easily deflect it with the haft of my halberd.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah,
Great card.
you just deflect it.
And I'll even look down at him and say, "Now accepting your surrender."
Roll me an intimidation check.
Oof. That's an 8.
Okay. So he kind of looks between you and he looks between you and Rembrandt, and then he says, "As long as he's still breathing."
I have a question.
Yep.
I learned this week that rules is written strength-based characters who are proficient in intimidation can actually use their strength mod instead of their charisma mod? Is that
No.
a thing for you?
No.
Okay. So this is why we ask.
Just flex all
Absolutely
your
not.
muscles at him.
Fuck that shit. No.
I mean, just because it's a situation where it's dependent on my overwhelming strength. But that's
yeah. You having muscles does not make you good at intimidating people. That's no. Nope.
That's fair.
No.
That's fair.
Nope. Alright. Cause yeah, you can you like your voice fucking broke while you were saying it. It's not you can be as imposing as you want, but like you know, you're not fucking intimidating, okay? Sorry. Okay, that's his turn. That makes it Nyx's turn. Woohoo! Let's have some fun as a bear. Okay, so she's going to bite and claw at this dude. And neither of them hit, cause fuck me, I guess.
no, fuck us all.
Fuck all of us, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so she lunges forwards and he just grabs her by the mouth and begins to wrestle with this bear. Because he's just being unbelievably awesome in this moment, which is great for him and terrible for all of you. Okay, that then makes it his turn. Okay. Okay. Frenzy Rage, let's go. That'll hit. Oh, that one has a chance of not hitting. Hold on. And that was definitely a hit, whether or not I do the D4, so I'm gonna do the D4. Ah, he misses one. The other two were, like, above 20 before I rolled it, so I don't see the point of rolling the D4, because, like, it's not gonna matter either way. Her AC's 11 currently. Where? There they are! Hi, guys! My D12's decided to go for a little walk. Okay. So that's... plus... 25 points of damage. Yeah, she's still losing her bear form. Because half of 25 is 13. So yeah. Bye-bye, bear. Do. Bring her back here. Okay. And 4 points of that carryover. Okay. So he makes 3 attacks against her. One of them, she manages to bat away with her paws, but he brings it around and cuts upwards across her chest, which she wasn't expecting. As her form begins to shrink as she loses her wild shape, he slices into her again, and she stumbles back, and you can see now just this bright line of red just across, like, her sternum. And she's lost her wild shape. That is his turn. Rendell, that makes it your turn.
Randall.
He's on mute. You're muted, buddy.
Is he muted?
Bloody hell.
There you go.
That's
No swear timer.
Assume that he still has some ringing in his ears from that previous thunder wave, so I'll cast Toll the Dead to give him a little tinnitus.
Oh, okay.
So,
And he has left less than half his hit points, so you get that extra bonus.
Okay. And it's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, he gets to roll this with advantage.
Oh, he's now.
Oh god. 18?
He makes a save.
Slippery mind is one of the best things about rogues, guys.
Well.
Oh, you were doing it on the rogue. I thought you were doing it on Rembrandt.
No. But...
Oh shit! Yeah, I was like, yeah, the rogue, right? I was like, Rembrandt for sure does not have a slippery fucking mind.
I was
Unless
very
it's-
confused.
Or
Really has a
actually,
solid
it's
line.
very slippery because it's just smooth. It has no ridges. The idea is just
Right.
slide off.
He's a friggin' koala.
Smooth
If
brain.
only he were as cuddly.
Oh, yeah, well, those things have, like, a bad case of herpes.
Chlamydia.
Anyways.
So I have heard.
Is there
Anyways,
anything
carry
else
on.
that you're doing?
I will cast Healing Word on Bovidius again
Okay.
for 7 more hit points. And then that will be my turn.
Okay. That makes it Bavadius' turn.
All right. Oh, no. He stood up, so he's not still prone.
Yeah.
So I'll swing around to flank
Okay.
and a chop with the great sword. That's 2 17s with the first
I'll
swing.
take both of those. Both of those hit.
Well, it's advantage because of flanking, right?
I know, but
Okay. But yeah,
You-
so 8
I'm
slashing
trying to
damage
be
on the
nice
first
here.
one. 8 slashing on the first one.
Okay.
Is he still breathing after 8?
So you slash him across the back, partially severing his spinal cord, and he drops to his knees, and you hear just this bubbly breath, but he's still breathing.
All right, and now I'll with advantage again, 22, and just clonk him on the back of the head with the pommel.
You're knocking him out?
Try and knock him out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you most assuredly. So yeah, you hear just this like striking a bell as you just clonk him on the back of the head, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes. And his blood begins to spread in a pool around him. He is not dead because you knocked him out. What are you doing? Stop.
All right, so I have done the polite thing and rendered him unconscious for interrogation. No war crimes today. And yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Aw, no war crimes?
No war crimes today.
Okay.
I
Shit,
speak
that-
not for tomorrow. That's my turn.
Shit, that makes it your turn. Up for like the next 10 minutes, okay? I can only speak for the next 10 minutes.
Who knows
So
what the future holds?
each of these squares on Roll20 is 10 feet, yes?
5 feet.
5. Fantastic. So, I'm gonna. I've decided I get dissonant whispers, so
Okay.
I'm gonna add some flavor to this shit if I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, go
Hell
for it.
yes.
So I'm gonna direct this at Rembrandt.
Okay.
For being commander, I'll never beat anything. This is the highest you'll ever achieve. So he has to make a
Holy
wisdom
shit.
save.
Smooth brain.
So that's 16 minus 2, which brings it to a 14.
Okay.
Does
So
that
he
still
takes-
succeed? Oh no, it's a
Uh,
save.
That's a save. So
It's a
I
14.
think- so DC is
Please be 15. Please be 15.
it. It doesn't give me any specifics on the DC here. Is it 10
It's
plus
your spell save. It's your spell save DC.
spell save?
You're a
Should be on the spells tab.
artificer, yeah?
I am.
So it'd be intelligence. Your
My
DC
spell
is
save
15.
Yes.
Hey! Very
Alright.
nice.
So that's 3d6, and he has to move as far away from me as his speed will allow.
Okay. So go ahead and roll that damage.
I will.
And then it's on his turn, or it's immediately. He has to use his reaction?
Uh,
Why do I keep forgetting
use
this?
his reaction. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 8 damage.
Okay. Okay. And then he is going to immediately run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet just over here. And Nyx does not get an attack of opportunity because that is forced movement. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I put baby in the corner, and I feel good about that.
Okay. Talon, that makes it your turn.
How far away from me is he?
40 feet.
40 feet?
Yeah.
I am going to move I'm going to move 30 feet towards him.
Okay.
And I just have to check it first to make sure, see what I have to. I have to be... Oh, range is 30 feet. I could have done it from right where I was if I had moved 10 feet to him.
Okay. So yeah, you move 10 feet, and then you're gonna go ahead and take a shot at him?
I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Did he do it?
What's the joke? What's the joke?
What did you get?
9.
Did you know
No,
how to
Minus
set a
2.
resignation?
-2, which is 7.
Oh yeah, it definitely takes hold.
I, Kyle, personally need to know what joke you tell him to render him a hopeless heap of laughter.
It's just gonna be some stupid dad joke.
It's, you know what? It's so much funnier right now. It's some stupid dad joke.
It's gonna be like two men walking to a bar. The third guy ducks.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, is this a charm effect?
Oh.
I believe so. I'm looking at it, and it's... Oh wait, never mind. I gotta go.
It says, so does it say, for the duration of the spell, the target is charmed by you?
It's an enchantment.
Creature of your choice that you can see within range
It does
perceives
not.
everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughing if this spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. Creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less is infected.
So nothing about charm.
Okay.
Yep.
So you immediately... Fucking hell. He immediately turns to you and just, like, this mad rage that is across his face stays there. So it's ridiculously unnerving to see that his eyes are so angry, but his mouth breaks into a smile and he's like, ha 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 ha, as he just falls over prone and begins to laugh.
No regrets. No regrets.
I hate you so much. Okay.
Like that trailer park tattoo. No regrets.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Nyx is gonna take the opportunity to hit Bavidius with a Cure Wounds. Let's go for that level.
Yeah, that first attack knocks me down to 8 hit points.
You heal for 14.
Thank you.
She's gonna come over here so she can touch you. Before she is then going to bonus action resume her shape as a bear. And that is her turn while I mess around with her token. Rembrandt is incapacitated and laughing uproariously on the floor. Rendell, that makes it your turn.
Question.
Yes.
He does get a save, Rembrandt, at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage.
Does a 17 work?
Yes.
Fuck you! Okay, so, he laughs uproariously for a few seconds, and then it immediately stops. And you guys hear the rumble of thunder outside. He is still prone, because that was the end of his turn.
Well then.
But yeah, I rolled surprisingly well, actually. Surprise, surprise. Okay.
If it's my turn then, I will go down to Rembrandt and
Okay.
look down at him and reach out and touch him. I'm
Bounce
gonna...
around now.
Where do you touch him?
on
Is
his
your grasp
shoulder.
shocking?
Are you going for his lightning rod?
No, I'm not going for his lightning rod. I'm touching his shoulder. Get your mindset over there. All right?
Just-
And I'm going to hit him with Shocking Grasp.
Did he just tell me off in character?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Did he just?
Okay.
Did he just tell God to fuck off in character?
Yes.
Yup.
He is a cleric. It's fair.
I'm a cleric.
Yeah, it's true. You would hear God's inner monologue.
Hashtag not my god.
Stop it. Okay.
But I will say that, and I will clearly miss, even though he's prone.
Yep. Which sucks.
Fucking tragic.
So you go to grab his shoulder, and he just like moves out of the way, just snarling in fury.
Well,
Because yeah, he's lost his fucking rage, and now I have to do that all over again. That's some bullshit.
that didn't go as planned. So, yes, that's my turn, I suppose.
Okay.
I may have to find a new god.
Phineas.
Bavidius will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave space for next. I guess. Oh, no, that's off the map to go below. Anyways, great sword time with advantage because he should still be prone. Yes.
He is very
Mhm.
prone. Yes, that was
Okay.
the end of his turn, so he's gonna be prone for a while.
A big,
Okay.
beautiful crit on the first swing. That is 15 plus
23.
8. Thank you.
Damn. It's an
And
absolute crushing hit from Bavidius.
thank the gods he lost his rage. And another double swing, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too.
All right. And
Get
that's
him while he's
another
down.
13 damage.
What? Damn.
36 in a turn.
All right.
And with that one, that second one that I hit with, now I will bonus action Hammering Horns. He needs to succeed a DC 15 strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away.
That's an 18 on the die.
All right.
So you take your greatsword and just stab downwards into, like, catching him in the side of the ribcage, pulling back up and stabbing again. This time, getting him through the shoulder, of his dominant arm. And he roars in pain before you go down to try to gouge him with your horns, and he catches your horns. So you don't manage to toss him anywhere, but that definitely hurt. Like, he is now laying in a pool of his own blood at this point. He's looking a little rough. He's looking pretty rough at this point. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Fidget,
I
that
guess
makes it
I'll
your turn.
turn myself the right way around on the map, but yeah.
Guys, I gotta tell you, from the bottom of my Ben's heart, I love you guys. But you got this under control. I'm gonna loot the dead body.
There is no dead body.
He's unconscious.
There's an
He's unconscious. You can still loot him. He's not dead, though.
dude. 20, so that's 25 feet. That's as far as I can move this
Fidget's
turn.
like, Fidget's like, I'm just gonna just waddle over here. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, so I can only move 25 feet. So
It's like-
I'll move and
You're halfway there.
I will ogle him eagerly.
I'm going to steal your shit.
I'm just going full
I'm
the
going to
warden from
steal your
Jurassic
shit
Park.
in 6 seconds. Wait a further 6 seconds and I will steal your shit. Alright, is that your
fully
turn?
The warden from Jurassic Park just going, shoot it!
Shooter! Talon,
Yes.
that makes it your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move.
Wait, I'm realizing Fidget didn't get the instructions to be nice to this guy, so, like, there may be a
also
dead
true.
body. Like, oh, you accidentally knocked him unconscious, guys. Let me just...
Oh, you guys have codes? Oh yeah. Nah, I don't do that.
I'm gonna move towards Rembrandt. Switch to my rapier.
Okay.
And as soon as I get it back up here, I'm going to attack him with my rapier.
Okay.
Stabby stab.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get into the proper screen so I don't have to search for it later. There it is.
While you're looking for that, I'm just gonna roll through Nyx's turn, because she's after you.
I missed.
You have advantage.
Did you roll
from
with
the-
advantage?
Oh, no. Uh, 13?
13 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, as he's thrashing around on the ground, just trying to keep Bravidius from goring him with his horns, you try to stab him on the inside of the leg with your rapier, and he's just kicking and thrashing around at this point. It's really hard to get purchase on him while he's thrashing around. Nyx comes over and clamps her teeth around his shoulder and just like rakes her claws across his face. So his screams are drowned a little bit in his own blood as she finally gets some hits on him and yeah, fucks him up a little bit. He's looking pretty rough at this point. That makes it his turn though. So he's going to use half of his movement to stand up.
While his head's in the mouth of a bear?
His shoulder was in. She had to let go. Like he pulls
Okay,
himself
okay.
free, and you can hear his flesh tearing as she refuses to let go. So she takes a chunk of his flesh with her and then spits it out because she's not worthy of being consumed. He looks at you with blood just running down his face and his body. Bividius, and he locks eyes with you, and he's like, "If I'm going, you're coming with me." He's gonna bonus action rage.
While he's doing that, he just sees my nostrils flare and the bloodlust temperaments of the Minotaur. Even though it doesn't have the same effect as his rage, he sees it staring him back in the face, staring him down.
It's awesome. Okay, so even with one of the D4s, that is a 18 and a 22.
Both hit.
Okay. That's that. Ooh. I rolled max damage.
Okay.
I rolled max damage.
Which is what?
So that
18?
is. So that
19?
is
30.
34
Yeah.
plus his rage damage, so 38.
Okay. I don't even fucking flinch.
Fuck yeah, dude. So he just buries his great axe into your side, pulling it back and just hitting the exact same spot, and you just stand there and take it.
The second time he does it, he notices it's he thinks for a second it's lodged in there, and then he sees my hand on the haft, pulling it out of me, and just holding it.
And
He
so
can't bring it back to a ready position because I'm just grabbing it right now.
yeah, so that is the moment where you see the flicker of panic in his eyes. Rendell, that makes it your turn.
All right then. Healing word on Bovidius.
Thank you. I was at 3.
For 5 hit points. And then I'll try Toll the Dead again on this guy.
You've already cast a spell?
It's a cantrip.
Okay.
And healing word is a bonus action.
Okay. Toll the Dead is a cantrip? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wisdom save.
That's what I say every time I see it in the spell list. I'm like, wait, that's a cantrip?
That's a cantrip? Yeah. He fails.
He takes 14 necrotic damage.
How would you like to do this?
Uh-huh.
I would just like for him to have like a little bell go off in his head, and the ear that he still has just starts to get a little blood coming out of it, and then he falls to the ground.
Okay. So none of you hear it except for Major Rembrandt, but you see
He only
that
half hears it.
moment of panic, and then just his face goes slack for a second. Before his head twists to the side, and you can see out of both of his ears, but more so the one that's still remaining, like just a torrent of blood just begins to pour out. As his eyes roll back into his skull, he falls to his knees, and then he just slumps onto the ground. His great axe just clattering onto the ground.
No, because I'm still holding it.
Okay. So you just pull it out of his dead hands and just let him fall.
You can take it from my cold dead hands. Okay.
Okay.
And because I'm next in the initiative and it's cathartic for me, recognizing that he's fully dead, I'm just gonna nod over to Rendell and wordlessly, like it's a watermelon, split it in two. Split his
Okay.
head in two with his own axe.
Okay. You just bisect his skull with absolute ease.
I was in the splash zone.
Yeah,
We all were.
there's a little bit of brain matter and some blood.
Tasty.
That's my turn, right?
If it wasn't for the lightning outside,
I'm pretty sure we're out of initiative, but yes, Fidget, that would make it your turn.
Nice.
Runs over and leaps the brain out of his skull.
I start fiddling with the elf's pockets, and I look over. I'm like, "Oh, great job, guys!"
Nailed it.
So, can I roll investigation or something?
Absolutely, you can roll investigation.
Nice.
Randall will see Fidget doing that. And will be,
Rembrandt.
Randall's going to see Fidget do that and be like, "That's a good idea. Look for evidence."
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
yeah,
I'm just
evidence.
appreciating the Rembrandt that I've turned into a Pollock.
Okay, so Fidget,
Oh,
you find 2 daggers. Just plain, like they're very fancy looking, like intricate, well-made daggers, but they're still plain daggers nonetheless.
Mhm.
You kind of he's wearing a backpack, which is kind of concealed under his cloak, and you find that he is very prepared to leave. So you can see that there's a bedroll and a bunch of rations in there. He also has a pouch of 400 gold pieces.
Ooh.
And now I have
And
a touch
he
of
is,
400.
as you look at his armor, it's you can see that there are tiny, like lightning bolts patterns that are just going through the leather.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully remove the armor, and I'm gonna cast Identify.
Okay, this is leather armor of lightning resistance.
Yeah.
I'll look that up later. Thank you.
Just when you're wearing it, it makes you resistant to lightning damage. That's
Yeah, but I got to make sure that it's not going to affect my spells or nothing.
It shouldn't. It's light armor.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna have to change it up a little bit so it'll fit you, but
Yeah, I'm an artificer. I'll
But yeah.
figure it out.
you'll figure it out. It's leatherworking. That's pretty easy. Okay, so as Major Rembrandt falls, and all of you are beginning to go into the stages of perhaps recovering and trying to figure out what is going on, I think that's a pretty good place to end the session for this evening. So, thank you to everybody who joined us this evening for this episode of Melody of the Maelstrom. If you like what you saw, we have many other super wonderful games to check out. The first being Valley by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game, which takes place on Tuesdays. If you would like to avenge us for the slight that we have taken this week, check out the Wednesday game of False Skull and Knights, where you can hit them with a bunch of swear timers, because turnabout is fair play, sir. And you can also check out A Knight's Ransom on Thursdays, which is run by a very talented DM as well. Shout out to Mama Bear, one of our Patreon sponsors. I'm not going to serenade you because that's not my thing. It should be because I'm in a band, but it's not. So I'm going to leave that to Diamondback. That's his thing. But thank you, Mama Bear, for your support as always. And thank you to D&D Beyond. Thank you to Effects May Vary. Kyle, do we have any announcements for Effects May Vary while we're here?
We do, as a matter of fact. We are now officially able to announce that on November the 18th, we will be one of the opening acts for Canadian Thrash Legends Anvil at the
Oh,
Rock Pile.
yeah.
Amazing.
We will be playing at the Rock Pile in Etobicoke on Dundas Street on November the 18th. Message the band for tickets.
I will be getting those soon.
Heck yeah. Okay, and with that, I think that's where we're gonna end it. So everybody, have a good evening, and we'll see you next week.
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire and seen the evil in its lair? Have you ever sought adventure and couldn't find it anywhere? Well, here's the answer to your call. We're gonna die a bear. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there. If you wanna be a hero or a demon in disguise, if you wanna steal a spaceship and sail across the endless skies, if you wanna live a story and you're down to have some fun, come on and join the Dire Bears. There's a game for everyone. Adventuring company. Come leave behind all your cares. Adventuring company. Come with me and see what's out there.